And I know we're reading tea leaves, but because we don't know what's going on, it's all the more important that we give the jury what they asked for at the same time that they asked for it, and not split it up.
Thank you. Well, counsel, respectfully, the court reporter is the person who keeps a record of the proceedings, so if they want to read that, that's what we're going to do. We're going to have to read that. I understand the case was live streamed, but that's not so.
Thank you, sir.
Bring the jury.
Yes, sir.
Assistant attorneys, juries in the jury room, you wanted to supplement your positions then?
Yes, please. In lieu of them watching the testimony, which we maintain is the best alternative, to allay some of the concerns we have with respect to prejudice, we would ask that an instruction be given to the jury reminding and admonishing them that a readback cannot reflect the matters of demeanor, tone, or voice in which the testimony was given. So we can ask that the jury be reminded that a readback is not a complete accounting of the testimony because it doesn't account for manner, tone, voice, and the things which they may have observed. So we ask that that instruction be given prior to them getting the readback or after.
Stay with you.
There is a standard jury instruction 4.4 that covers this. That would be the state position that does what you're on the street.
Thank you. That's what I typically would do, that's speak for everybody to stay as your instruction.
I do notice that that the headings of each one of these speaks to readback / playback. So I do believe in the rules do contemplate a playback as opposed to a readback. Just to correct the record, because my understanding from the state was that a playback was not called for, but this proposed rule does actually mention playback.
Thank you.
Your Honor, also, this Rule 4.4 does not contemplate the issues that are concerning, particularly with respect to Mr. Glass hiding behind the monitor and behind us here. We think that it's important that the jury be reminded that tone, manner, and comportment during testimony are also important in their assessment of credit. So we ask that not just the standard.
Thank you.
Thank you.
State, anything additional?
Yeah.
Two things, Counsel. Number one, my understanding of the readback, playback issue has to do with evidence. That's something that's in evidence that's going to be played back to the jury, not trying to find out something on the live stream, not in evidence to play back to the jury. I think there's a difference. That's first thing. Second thing, regarding the witness, my recollection was you said he was hiding behind it. My understanding is you asked him, or somebody asked him a question about it, and he said he was blind in one eye. I thought that was the issue, he was blind in his left eye. But regardless, I'm sure it's in the transcript. But your objection, no, I'm just going to read this thing. All right, bring the jury.
Thank you.
Jury answering? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Please be seated. Let the record reflect the presence of the defendant, his counsel, the assistant attorney. I have a jury inquiry form. It says request to view evidence. It states clarification. Courtney Sutherland should have been in court with Henry. We have decided we do not need to hear this statement from the hospital. And then it goes on to Trayvon Glass. We would like to have his testimony read back. Michael Kelly, we would like to have his testimony read back when available. So what I've done, ladies and gentlemen, I've talked to the court reporter, and she is able to read back the testimony of Mr. Trayvon Glass. At this time, I discussed this with the attorneys, and the court reporter is going to read that back now. As far as Michael Kelly, she's working on getting that done, and as soon as it's ready, we will have it read back to his testimony. So, now the court reporter can read back the testimony of Mr. Trayvon Glass, please. Sure. You need to take the microphone down.
The court, call your next witness, please. Ms. Smith, Trayvon Glass. The court, are you ready, Mr. Glass? The witness, yes, sir. The court, welcome. This is our witness stand over here. Once you come to the witness stand, what I'd like you to do is remain standing, raise your right hand to be sworn. The clerk, do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you shall give in this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? The witness, I do. The clerk, state your full legal name for the record. The witness, Travion Glass. The clerk, please spell your first and last name for the court reporter. The witness, Travionglass. The court, please have a seat. Mr. Glass, that microphone in front of you, only adjust up or down, it doesn't move back and forth. The witness, all right. The court, so if you could scoot up close to the microphone. Ready to proceed, sir? Counsel, you may. Ms. Smith, thank you, Your Honor. Direct examination by Ms. Smith. Question, good morning, Mr. Glass. Answer, good morning. Question, I know that you are quite soft-spoken, so I'm going to need you to speak up a little louder, okay? And remember, you have to make oral responses, okay? Answer, yes. Question, how old are you? Answer, I'm 23. Question, and where are you currently living? What city? Answer, Vero Beach. Question, and have you lived there all your life? Answer, majority of it. Question, okay, you completed high school, or what was the last grade you completed? Answer, 11th. Question, all right, you're not married, correct? Answer, excuse me? Question, you're not married? Answer, no. Question, so I'm going to talk about some prior stuff before we get into why you're here today. Have you previously been convicted of a felony? Yes or no? Answer, yeah. And how many times? Answer, to my best knowledge, once. Question, if I were to show you something, would that refresh your recollection? Answer, yeah. Question, the prior judgment? Ms. Smith, Your Honor, permission to approach the witness? The court, first show counsel first, please. Ms. Smith, yes. Question, I'm going to ask you to just look at the document. Don't say anything, okay? Have you had an opportunity to review the document? You have to answer. Answer, yes. Question, all right. Is your memory refreshed as to how many convictions you have? Answer, 2. Or is that 1? I don't know shit. I see 2 charges. Question, all right. Now you currently have some pending charges in Indian River County, correct? Answer, yeah. And those are 2 charges? Answer, yeah. Question, misdemeanor resisting without violence? Answer, yeah. Question, and an obstruction of service or execution of a search warrant? Answer, yeah. Question, are those misdemeanors or felonies? Answer, I'm not sure. Question, okay, do you know what the penalty you are facing on those charges? Answer, no. Question, have you been offered probation in that case? Answer, yeah. And have you been made any promises in exchange for your testimony here today? Answer, no. Question, all right. So let's go back to October 26, 2018. What were you doing like for work? Answer, I wasn't working at all. Question, were you involved in the music business at all? Answer, kind of, sort of. Question, and how so? Answer, making beats. Question, all right, and when you were making beats, were you working with a specific group or music group or people? Answer, one person to be particular, but yeah, it was supposed to be in a group. Question, all right, let's start by saying this. What group was it? Answer, in YNW. Question, all right, and when you said one person specifically, who was that person? Answer, Judy. Question, and can you tell the members of the jury Judy's real name? Answer, Christopher.
I don't know, man. They're saying that the only evidence that the defense has to basically dispute this is just the testimonies from certain witnesses and certain videos that they have, but they don't have any evidence as far as physical evidence. They don't have the gun. There was questions about the cell phone records and things like that. So I don't know. He might get off. He might get off this case. I don't know.
Ms. Smith. Question, Travion. I'm going to ask you to take a look at photograph number 4 in state 73. Do you recognize that person in state's photograph with the label marking 18-3118? Answer, I do. Question, and who is that? Answer, Anthony Williams. Question, so back on October 26, 2018, do you recall being at the New Era studio? Answer, yeah. Question, who were you with? Who were you there with? Answer, a few other people. Question, okay, was Juvie and Zach there? Answer, correct. Question, all right, and do you recall around what time you guys got to the studio? Answer, I'm not sure when we arrived. Question, was it light or dark outside? Answer, I believe it was dark, I'm not sure. Question, all right, and what was the intention going to the studio? Answer, I believe we were supposed to have a 12-hour session. Question, all right, and that's a 12-hour recording session, right? Answer, yeah. Question, and who was the artist that was recording that night? Answer, it was everybody. Everybody was an artist in that room. Question, all right, did you guys end up staying for 12 hours? Answer, nah. Question, okay, what changed and why didn't you end up staying? Answer, to the best of my knowledge, people were sleeping, so we ended up going home because you don't sleep in the studio. Question, all right, and part of that is because studio time is paid for. Answer, paid for. Question, okay, you just said it was paid for. What was paid for? Answer, studio time. Question, so you guys had prepaid for 12 hours? Answer, correct. Question, I'll move on. How long? Well, you said that people were sleeping. Who was sleeping? Answer, everybody but me, Anthony, and Christopher. Question, was someone upset that people were sleeping? Answer, I guess you could say that. Question, and who was that person? Answer, Zach. Question, and how did Zach respond? How did Zach respond to people sleeping? Answer, he woke them up and let them know it's time to go. And how did he do that? Answer, yeah, he went and woke them up, shook them up. Question, okay, so at some point you just mentioned that guys are getting ready to leave the studio. Answer, yeah. Ms. Smith, publishing state 72, publishing image number 1 in state 72. Question, Mr. Glass, can you see that photo on the screen in front of you? Answer, yes. Question, okay, and who is that person? Answer, to the best of my knowledge, Melly. Question, okay, and the person I'm referring to, what is he wearing? Answer, a jacket. Question, all right, do you recognize the person on the other side of the photograph wearing what appears to be a black shirt? Answer, kinda, sorta. Question, if you do? Answer, no, I don't. Question, publishing image number 2. Do you recognize individuals in that photograph? Answer, 2 of 3 of them, yeah. Question, okay, so what you can do is identify them by clothing that they are wearing. Answer, Juvie, black jacket to the left, Zach in the middle, jean jacket, Tay, black jacket. Question, and Zach, is he standing or sitting? Answer, sitting. Question, and Tay, is he standing or sitting? Answer, sitting. Question, and you said Cortland was wearing a black jacket. Is he standing or sitting? Answer, who? Question, how did you refer to him? My apologies. Answer, Tay. Question, no. Answer, Juvie. Question, the person wearing the black jacket, who did you identify that as? Answer, Juvie is wearing a black jacket. Also, is Tay wearing a black jacket? Question, the person wearing the black jacket who is standing up, do you recognize that individual? Answer, that's Chris. Question, okay, do you recognize the people in photograph image 3? Answer, same one you just showed, same person. Question, and who is that person? Answer, Melly. Question, the 3 images that were just shown from state 72, do you recall when those photographs were taken? Answer, same night. Question, what date would that be? Answer, 10/26. Question, of 2018? Answer, yeah. Question, what location were those photographs taken in? Answer, New Era Promotions at the studio. Question, was that the studio we just discussed that you guys were hanging out at? Answer, yeah. Ms. Smith, I'm now publishing stage 7, publishing 10/26/2018, beginning at timestamp 2/17/42. Question. Mr. Glass, do you recognize the 2 individuals on the screen paused at 2/17/47? Answer, do I recognize the back of their head? Answer, yes. Do you recognize them? Answer, I just see the back of heads. Question, okay, I'm going to continue to play. Do you recognize anyone at timestamp 2/17/52? Answer, still the back of the heads. Question, do you see an individual standing next to a red vehicle? Answer, yes, that's Kobe. Question, you just said that's who? Answer, Kobe. Question, and what is Kobe's real name? Answer, that's what I know him by, Kobe. Question, all right. Would anything refresh your recollection as to his legal name? Answer, I don't know. Question, if I were to show you your prior statement, would that refresh your recollection? Answer, it could. Ms. Smith, permission to approach the witness, the court, you may. Question, Mr. Glass, if you could take a moment and look at this page, read it to yourself, do not read aloud, and look up when you're done. Has your memory been refreshed as to the legal name of Kobe? Answer, yeah. Question, what is Kobe's legal name? Answer, Jacoby Mills. The reporter, I'm sorry, the witness, Jacoby. By Ms. Smith, question, all right, if you can repeat the last name for the court reporter. Answer, Mills. Question, I'm going to.
Those of y'all just tapping in, she is reading the most recent witness statements.
Do you recognize that second individual? Answer, not really, no. Question, okay, how about the individual that is standing at the gray Jeep? Answer, that's Zach. Question, I'm going to continue to publish. I'm pausing at timestamp 2/18/21. Do you see that individual who's walking away from the Mitsubishi Jeep? Answer, I see him. Yeah. Question, do you recognize him? Answer, that's AD. Question, I'm going to ask you for AD's legal name. Answer, I know his last name is Davis. Question, okay. Would looking at your statement refresh your recollection as to his legal name? Answer, I guess so, I don't know. Ms. Smith, Your Honor, permission to approach the court. Is that the same statement? Ms. Smith, yes, Judge. Approaching the witness. Question by Ms. Smith. Mr. Glass, same procedure. If you could take a look at that and look up. Answer, unintelligible. Question, no, without speaking. Has your memory been refreshed as to AD's legal name? Answer, yes. Question, okay, what is AD's legal name? Answer, Adrian Davis. Question, continue to publish state 7. Mr. Glass, let me know if you need to rewind the video. Did you have a chance to look at the face of the individual wearing what appears to be a white shirt and blue shorts? Answer, that's me. Question, continuing to publish. I'm pausing the video on 2/18/41. Do you see that individual carrying something across his shoulder, wearing what appears to be a blue jacket? Answer, say that again. Question, do you see the person on the video? Answer, I see the back of his head.
appreciate them likes too, man. I see I got 3 people in here and I got 3 likes, so y'all supporting. Appreciate
Wearing the
that.
jean jacket, correct, answer, correct. Question, do you see the jacket in state 72, image number 3?
What y'all think,
the
man?
front
Y'all
of the
think
jacket?
YNW Melody is
Answer,
cooked or what?
yeah.
Y'all think he's
Question, do
going
you see
down?
that
He's
jacket in
facing
state's image 1
either
of state
life or
72?
death. He's facing a death
Answer, I see
penalty,
the
so
same thing y'all
it's gonna
see.
get real
Question,
serious
we
real
spoke
quick.
about this, Mr. Glass. Answer, I said that. The court, excuse me. Counsel, you asked questions, all right? By Ms. Smith, question. I'm asking questions, Mr. Glass, and just asking you to respond if you have knowledge. Is this the jacket that was in image number 1 and image number 3? The jacket that Melly was wearing on October 26th of 2018? Answer, to the best of my knowledge. Question, to the best of your knowledge, yes or no? Answer, yes. Ms. Smith, publishing state 7. Question, I'm back to state 7, timestamp 2/18/41. The individual that's on screen wearing the jacket, it appears something across his back. Who is that individual? Mr. Glass, can you respond? Answer, I see the same person as last time. Question, okay, and can you tell us who that same person is? Answer, Melly. Ms. Smith, continuing to publish, the witness asking questions I don't know the answers to. By Ms. Smith, question, Mr. Glass, you can't speak when there's not a question. Mr. Glass, do you see that individual carrying something in their left hand? I'm asking you if you see them, just if you see them. Answer, yes. Question, do you recognize that person? Answer, of course. Question, and who is that person? Answer, Christopher Thomas. Question, Mr. Glass, can you identify for the record? I know there's a video, but can you identify which vehicle you got into? Answer, the red Mitsubishi. Question, and can you tell us who was in the car with you? Answer, Kobe, Tay, and AD. Question, so AD, Tay, and Kobe. Answer, Is that a yes? Answer, yes. Question, so that is a total of 4 people. Answer, correct. And then the vehicle to the left of the screen, the Jeep, who entered that vehicle to your knowledge? Answer, everybody else that was there. Sat, Melly, Juby, and Cortland. Answer, okay. I'm sorry, question, okay, and by my count, is that also 4 people? Answer, correct. Question, and when those continuing to publish at 2/19/36, I'm gonna stop at 2/19/46. At the time you left the scene in that red Mitsubishi, where were you headed? Answer, supposed to be home. Question, who's home? Answer, I guess Melly's house. Question, and was everybody in that red car headed to Melly's house? Answer, to the best of my knowledge. Question, and what about the Jeep? Where was your understanding that the Jeep was headed, the gray Jeep? Answer, same spot. Question, so both cars left the studio with the intention of heading to what you identified as Melly's house? Answer, correct. Question, can you tell us, I guess, what was the mood or the vibe of the studio while you guys were there? Answer, it was years ago. I can't tell you nothing right now. Question, okay, if you don't recall, that's fine. Was there any physical confrontation that you observed at the studio? Answer, just like a regular day at the studio, smoking and drinking. And you just mentioned smoking. Where are you smoking? Specifically you. Answer, weed. Question, all right. And now the vehicles. We saw that the gray vehicle on the video pulled off first. Can you tell us where you guys, the route you guys took to the best of your knowledge? I can't tell you because I don't know. Do you recall getting on a highway at all? Answer, I recall being in the car while it was driving. I don't know where. I don't know. I don't. Question, were you awake the entire time you were in that vehicle? Answer, I wasn't. Question, okay, do you know at what point you fell asleep? Answer, I don't. Question, all right. And when you left the studio, you were awake. Is that a fair statement? Answer, I was. Question, at what point do you recall waking up, or what time do you recall the next thing you saw? Answer, once it came to a stop. Question, all right. And where did you come to a stop? Answer, at the house gate. Question, at the house gate for Melly's house? Answer, yeah. Question, when you got to the house gate at Melly's house, who was inside your vehicle, the red Mitsubishi? Answer, same people you've seen get in the car. Question, by your testimony, Kobe, AD, Tay, and yourself? Answer, yes. Question, okay, so still 4 people. Answer, still 4 people. Question, do you recall how you guys entered the gate? Answer, the gate was open for us. Ms. Smith, publishing states 47. Question by Ms. Smith, I'm going to pause it at timestamp 349, looks like 58. Do you recognize that red Jeep Mitsubishi? Answer, I do. Question, is that the vehicle that you left the studio in? Answer, yes. Question, is this the guard gate you testified to at Melly's house? Answer, yes. Question, do you see that screenshot at timestamp 351:31? Answer, Question, is that a yes? Answer, yes. Question, do you see yourself inside that red Mitsubishi vehicle? Answer, yes. Question, and were you located? Answer, and where are you located? Answer, passenger. Question, do you recall going through the gate, going through the procedure, going through the gate? Answer, yes. Question, so you get through the gate, where do you go next? Answer, to the house. Question, all right. And can you tell us, you pull into the house, is there a driveway in the house, in front of the house? Answer, yeah. Question, are there any other cars parked in that driveway when you get to the house? Answer, no. Question, all right, did you see the gray Jeep that you left the studio with at the house? Answer, no. Question, all right, so what do you do when you get out of the vehicle? Answer, what I remember, I just went upstairs and went to sleep. Question, okay, and you said upstairs, so the house is how many stories? Answer, a couple. Question, okay, so you went upstairs to where specifically to sleep? Answer, to Judy's room. Question, all right, was Judy in his room? Answer, no. Question, do you recall where Melly's room was in the house? Answer, not upstairs. Question, okay, do you recall where it was if it was not upstairs? Answer, I think it was like front first room when you come in the house. Question, was Melly at the house when you got there, from what you can recall? Answer, no. Question, did you see Melly at any time in the house? Answer, no. Question, all right, so you go upstairs in Judy's room, and what do you do? Answer, crash. Question, crash meaning? Answer, go to sleep. Question, okay, at some point do you wake up? Answer, yeah. Question, and why? Answer, phone calls. Question, okay, safe to say your phone was getting a lot of phone calls blowing up? Answer, yeah. Question, and at some point you answered the phone, correct? Answer, yeah. Question, okay, what do you do in response to the phone calls? Answer, I answered it when it kept ringing, and yeah. Question, and so what do you do in response to getting that phone call? Answer, I ended up at the hospital. Question, all right, do you recall which hospital that was? Answer, no, I don't. Question, do you recall what city you were in at this point? Answer, I was in Broward. Question, what city, not the county? Answer, Miramar. Question, do you know if you went to Miramar Hospital? Answer, I don't know what hospital it was. Question, so you get to the hospital, what do you find out when you get to the hospital? Answer, that Anthony and Christopher were deceased. Question, okay, and obviously at that, let me not say obviously, but at that point in time, what do you do or how do you react to that news? Answer, grieving. Question, okay, at that point, do you stay at the hospital? Answer, not long. Question, grieving. Where do you go after the hospital? Answer, I ended up somewhere, somebody's house. Question, all right, do you recall whose house that was? Answer, I don't know whose house it was, but I ended up there. Question, let's start about with the city. Do you recall what city that house was in? Answer, Miramar. Question, do you recall if it was in the same or different area than where Melly's house was? Answer, it looks similar. Question, and just to clarify, was it the same or different house than Melly's house? Answer, different. Question, where did you go when you went to that house? Answer, what do you mean? Question, like where in the house did you go? So you go to the house, where do you go? Answer, nowhere. Inside the house, I was in the back. Question, and would your statement refresh your recollection as to whose house you were at? Answer, maybe. Ms. Smith, Your Honor, please permission to approach. I'm sorry, Ms. Smith, Your Honor, permission to approach. I'm going to show defense counsel the same statement, page 4. Question by Ms. Smith. Same procedure, Mr. Glass, if you could just review page 4. Answer, I don't see nothing about a house here. Question, if you could just read the entire page and when you're done, let me know. Have you finished reading that page? Answer, yes. Has your memory been refreshed as to whose house you were at? Answer, I still don't see nothing about a house here. Okay, I'm going to now show you what's in evidence at state 62. Do you recognize individuals in state 62? Answer, yeah, I do. Question, okay, who are those individuals? Answer, Melly and another dude, Frito. Question, you said Melly and another dude, Frito? Yeah. Do you know Frito's name or any other nicknames? Answer, that's all I know, Frito. Question, Frito. Do you recall ever going to Frito's house? Answer, just that time. Question, just that time being what time? Answer, after I left the hospital. Question, and for the record, what is Frito wearing in the photograph? Answer, a shirt, a white shirt. Question, okay, so after the hospital, you went to Frito's house? Answer, to the best of my knowledge. Question, and what were you doing at the house? Answer, still grieving. Question, who took you to the hospital? Answer, the cameraman. Question, do you recall his name? Answer, Drew. Question, and do you recall who took you from the hospital to Frito's house? Answer, same person. Question, and before you left the hospital, or actually, who went to the hospital with you and Drew? Answer, just Drew. Question, who was at the house, Melly's house, before you left for the hospital? Answer, same people that was there when we got there. Question, okay, same people being the 4 people that entered the Mitsubishi? Answer, yes. Question, so you're at Frito's house. You mentioned, and I forgot exactly where you were in the house. Did you say where you were? Answer, Juby's room. Question, no, not Melly's house, Frito's house. Where were you at Frito's house? Answer, outside. Question, okay, and who was at Frito's house when you first got there? Answer, everybody that was in the house. Question, because I don't know who everybody was or is, can you please specify? Answer, Kobe, Melly, more people I don't know. Question, okay. Was that the first time you saw Melly after you guys left the studio? Answer, yeah. Question, was Melly wearing the same clothes or different clothes than when you saw him at the studio? Answer, nah, he wasn't. Question, nah, he wasn't. You got to specify. Answer, he wasn't wearing the same clothes. Answer, okay. Do you recall what he was wearing? Answer, just had on some shorts. Question, and how long do you stay at Frida Wang's house? Answer, I don't know. Question, okay. Minutes, hours, days? Answer, could be minutes, could be hours. Question, so not days. Answer, not even a day. Question, so when you got to Frida's house, was it light or dark outside? Answer, light. Question, and you previously said yourself and Melly and someone else was at Frida's house. Was Frida there as well? Answer, I think I did see him, I don't remember. Question, okay, what happens while you're there? Like you're there, you're outside, what happens? Answer, I'm grieving. Question, and you're grieving. Are you grieving alone? Answer, yes. Are you at the house at any point in time? Do more people come to the house or do people leave the house? Answer, if they did come, I don't know. I was in the back there grieving. Question, at any point in time, did Melly leave Frida's house? Answer, it came to a point where I was there by myself. Question, all right, so you were there by yourself. So the people that you previously said were there were no longer there, correct? Answer, correct. Question, and so do you know where they went during that time? Answer, I don't. Question, and we're still talking about October 26th of 2018, correct? Answer, yes. Question, and this would be shortly after the hospital? Answer, yes. Question, at some point does Melly come back to Frida's house? Answer, around that time I'm still grieving, getting a little, I don't know, yeah, I guess. Question, I guess Melly comes back? Answer, yes, I guess they did come back. I don't know, I'm not sure. Question, at some point does Melly leave again a second time? Answer, I don't remember anything from after that. For me grieving, that was the last thing I remember, was me grieving, and I end up in Gifford. Question, so before you end up in Griffin, sick, if I were to show you your statement, would that refresh your recollection as to Melly leaving and coming back a second time? Answer, I suppose so. Ms. Smith, permission to show him statement again? The court, yes, counsel. Question by Ms. Smith. Mr. Glass, I'm going to give you page 5 and page 6. If you could take a look, you can start in the middle and review those pages and look up when you're done. Are you done? Answer, uh-huh. Is that a yes? Answer, yes. Question, did that refresh your recollection? Answer, somewhat. Question, okay, so tell us what you somewhat remember. Answer, I just did. Question, if you recall, you said you weren't sure, you went to Gifford. And then I asked you if your statement would refresh your recollection. Does your statement refresh your recollection as to whether Melly left again? Answer, I'm not sure, I was grieving. I'm not sure what nobody did, I was grieving. Question, let's see. I pointed out to you someone was, the person that was wearing the jacket that you identified as Melly was carrying something across his side or his back on the video. Do you recall seeing that? Answer, I guess. Question, do you recall what that's referred to? Answer, a satchel. Did you see that question, did you see that satchel again after you left the studio? Answer, no. Question, do you know what was in the satchel? Answer, I don't. Question, okay. Do you recall seeing anyone else with a satchel that night at the studio? Answer, that was 5 years ago. I don't recall. Question, is there anything that can refresh your recollection as to whether or not anybody else was wearing a satchel? Answer, I suppose so. Question, if I were to show you that video again, would that refresh your recollection? Answer, I suppose so. Publishing state 7. Question by Ms. Smith. I'm going to start publishing state 7 at 2:19:01. I'm going to pause at 2:19:13. Does the video refresh your recollection as to anyone else that was carrying a satchel? Answer, yes. Question, who, if anyone, was carrying a satchel? Answer, I see Chris with one. Question, and that's Christopher Thomas? Answer, yes. Question, did you ever have any business relationship with the person referred to as Track? Answer, no. Question, okay, do you know who Track is? Answer, not really. Question, not really, or answer, I don't know who he is at all. Question, do you know of him? Answer, yeah. Question, did you see Track on October 26, 2018 at any point? Answer, no. Question, do you recall giving a statement, specifically the statement that you previously provided, that I previously provided you with you here today to the detective in this case? Answer, Question, you have to answer out loud. Answer, yes. Question, that was a statement that you gave to Detective Moretti and another detective, I believe from Indian River, is that correct? Answer, it could be. Question, would showing you that statement refresh your recollection as to anything regarding your interactions with Track on October 26, 2018? Answer, I don't know. I don't know Track. Question, no. My question was, would showing you the statement refresh your recollection as to any time you saw Track on October 26th of 2018? Answer, no. Question, one moment. You said you ended up back in Gifford at some point in time on October 26th of 2018. Answer, yes. Question, and do you recall where Melly was at the time you went to Gifford? Answer, I don't remember. Question, at some point at Frito's house, do you guys all leave, meaning you yourself, everybody that you previously identified that was there? Answer, I don't recall. Question, you don't recall leaving? Answer, I don't recall leaving with anyone. I don't know where I left. I don't know how I left. Question, okay, just to clarify my question, so you mentioned you left. When you left for Gifford, was anyone else at Frito's house? Answer, I don't know. Question, do you recall Melly making any statements in your presence while you were at Frito's house? Answer, I don't recall. Question, would showing you your statement refresh your recollection as to anything Melly told you while you were there? Answer, I don't recall. Question, so you remember them leaving the house at least once, correct? Answer, yeah. Yes. Answer, yes. Question, all right. Now, when they came back, do you recall any conversations that Melly had in your presence that first time after the first time? Answer, I don't recall. Question, would showing you your statement refresh your recollection as to those statements? Answer, no, it wouldn't. Question, all right. Do you have a Facebook page back in October 26th of 2018? Answer, I believe so. Ms. Smith, I'm approaching counsel with what's been marked as state's quadruple I, which was previously shown permission to approach the witness. The court, you may. Question by Ms. Smith, Mr. Glass, do you recognize these two pages that I'm showing to you? Answer, I guess so. Question, and this is a Facebook, do these statements reflect a Facebook conversation?
I don't know, man. No gun,
Question, is this a
no
fair
DNA
and
evidence.
representation
I
of
don't
the
know. He might
conversation
get off.
you had on Facebook? Answer, it is. The clerk states quadruple I will be marked as states 83. Permission, Ms. Smith, permission to publish? The court, you may. Question by Ms. Smith. Mr. Glass, can you see that document in front of you? Answer, yes. Question, all right, where it says author, can you read that for the members of the jury? Answer, you want me to read it?
Excuse me one second. Danielle and I keep the message of one of your members needs a restroom break, so we'll take a short recess. Do not discuss the case, don't form any opinion about the case, don't allow anyone to discuss the case in presence. We'll be back and finish reading shortly, as soon as we're done with the rest of the book, all right? Thank you. Thank you, let's let the jury sit down. Mr. Devens, do you need a restroom break?
Yes, sir.
Can you raise that, Mr. Devens?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, we're in recess. Hopefully, far, guys.
So yeah, man, they went to recess, but they're basically just right now they're just going over the witness statements, and I don't know, man. Like I said, they really only have the fact that he doesn't have they don't have the gun that was used in the shooting. I think that it was questionable evidence on the cell phone, wherever they tracked the cell phone to, they had questions on whether or not that was actually his phone. So and the DNA evidence didn't match up. So I don't know. He may get off. I don't know.
Answer, yes. Question, do you see yourself inside that red Mitsubishi vehicle? Answer, yes. Question,
Just to recap on it, but I don't know, man. You guys let me know what you think. You think he's gonna get off or what? He's facing the death penalty, and Florida ain't no joke. They don't play around with that type of stuff. So, if he does get the death penalty, he's gonna be, I think, the first rapper to get that since, well, the first big rapper, because I'm pretty sure there was probably some other guys out there who we don't know about who got the death penalty, but he's gonna be the first big rapper to get sentenced to the death penalty. And whether or not that actually follows through, we know Boosie was on it, but he was released. So it's possible, even if he does get the death penalty, that he'll get off, or maybe laws will change or whatever while he's in there. But I don't know, man. If he did do this, like I said before, this shit is sick, and it's crazy to think that he would go through all these lengths to do this, and whatever his motive was, I mean, it definitely wasn't worth losing two of your childhood friends, let alone taking their lives yourself. So I don't know, man. Pretty sick, man. I'll probably get back on when the recess is over. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a recess myself. So you guys let me know what you think in the comments, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. It's Breadwinner TV. I'm out.